and not a trace of her. She couldn't have vanished into thin air. Are you sure you searched everywhere?
Yep. Everywhere. We all did.
And what about the town? The forests, the mountains?
We searched mountains, forests, and houses, and let me see, and all.
Of sunshine gold and lips red as the rose. Go, and do not fail me.
And so for
Hey y'all, it is your favorite nerdy girl here, Nerdygirlreviews, and we are back with another Spooktacular special. And if you've guessed it, based on the audio, you are correct. We are doing a Witch's Brew. We're doing a special on all our favorite witches, all our classic witches, even to Maleficent, hence the makeup. Yes, I went a little too green, but nonetheless, everything is a learning experience. I'll be the first to admit. But anyway, this is my first experience, yes, with cake makeup. I mentioned in my last video that we had worked with Ben 9. I'm still very impressed with Ben 9's palette. Give me a sec. And again, this is not a sponsored video. I just am really impressed with the product. It is Ben 9's Magic Cake Aqua Paints, and there's a variety of colors. Hence, yeah, I should have maybe mixed and matched, but again, just wanted to see if I could even pull it off, and I think I did definitely some justice here. I blacked my eyebrows. I really wanted to go for the classic 1959 version of Sleeping Beauty's Maleficent. So let's jump into this quick review, this Witch's Brew, and then we'll be right back. Stay tuned. So in the same scope and love for our Disney villains, and yes, this movie is available on Disney Plus if you are interested in watching it for this spooktacular season, spooky season. Yes, The Sleeping Beauty, 1959, is an animated musical fantasy film and produced by Walt Disney based on Sleeping Beauty by Charles Perrault. Sleeping Beauty was the first animated film to be photographed in the Super Technorama 70 widescreen process, as well as the second full-length and animated feature film to be filmed in anamorphic widescreen following Disney's Lady and the Tramp 4 years later. And the film was presented in Super Technorama 70 and 6-channel stereophonic sound in the first run engagements. Nonetheless, we have seen alternatives, right? Like now we've seen with Cruella. We also, I always take it back to Wicked because hence the green skin and my sign, which I'll show you in a little bit. We want to have more of an understanding of full-fledged 3D effect when it comes to our villains, because honestly in real life that's what you get. I know a lot of people, especially when we hear these horrid crimes, they just commit them for whatever reason. Perhaps sometimes they're not even provoked, but everyone for the most part is a well-rounded 3-dimensional person. So Disney has played into that, and plus they've seen the success of it on Broadway with Wicked, and I want to say that they were testing the waters with Maleficent, which now they just removed the Sleeping Beauty part. I mean, she's still very much a major character in the films, because there is two versions now. There was the contemporary and then the sequel that followed, and who knows if there'll be more. But she's not, Sleeping Beauty is not the main focus like in this film. Nonetheless, the visuals are stunning. Even down to the way that Maleficent is drawn with her arched eyebrows and those colorful purple instances of eyeshadow, her deep red plum lips, and of course her green skin, you know. Again, I could have gone a little lighter. Don't crucify me. Again, it's my first time with body paint, so I've mostly worked with grease paint, so this is a first. Nonetheless, I think it goes well with my aesthetic, my spooky aesthetic. And again, my apologies if you have issues with strobe lighting. Maybe this is the video to skip, but I just thought that this was so ideal. It's so cute. It goes great for any Halloween movie. Any Hollywood movie night that you might be having in your home for the Halloween season, or you're just having a standard Halloween party. So again, you have your psychic ball, you know, all usually tied to magic. So I thought this would be a great addition, and tell me from afar that doesn't look really spooky and eerie. I love it. And all these DIYs are available on YouTube as well. I came across this one with Bargain Bethany. And yeah, you just take, you know, maybe some recycled books that perhaps you were even thinking of maybe donating or tossing out. Just paint them a nice black chalkboard, black, matte black. And of course, I have to always refer to my logo. So, Nerdy Girl Diaries. And this is perfect. And I added these little accents that tell me that that isn't creepy and cute at the same time. Plus, we're going to get into this for a brief moment. We all know this book from Hocus Pocus. Look at this. Look how cute this is. And tell me that this doesn't pass as a nice dupe. Now, your standard prop, you know it's going to cost you like at least $50. This was Dollar Tree eyeballs, hot glue gun, believe it or not, and your standard acrylic paints. The faux leather, I will say, was a win that I was able to just casually find at my fabric store. But they also sell faux leather, at the Dollar Tree. So you can just hot glue it on. Get yourself a nice little stand, golden stand. So I think it has a nice embellishment. You can put this up right next to your candy dish. Tell me it does not look really cute. Perfect for if you're going for a witch's aesthetic. Now all you have to do is just don the makeup, wear a nice scary spooky cape, and you are good to go. Just wanted to give you a close up look. My witch's hat. And yes, this sign is available also at the Dollar Tree. Just added some acrylic paints to my wicked sign. These are stake lights that you can, you know, usually charge up during the day. It's powered by solar energy, solar light. And then it's to lighten and brighten. It's actually also for kids. It's great for kids if you're trick-or-treating. But I thought it went perfect with my wicked spooky theme and my bats. So yeah, I add a little bit of like LED lights and you're good to go for the holiday season.
But 100 years to a steadfast heart are but a day. And now the gates of the dungeon part, and our prince is free to go his way. Off he rides on his noble steed, a valiant figure, straight and tall, to wake his love with love's first kiss, and prove that true love conquers all. Why, you leave our noble prince with these happy thoughts.
All I would say though is that she's one of those first villains that was just a villain just to be a villain, you know. There was no real explanation other than the fact that perhaps she was just fueled by pure hate. And not for nothing, some people, I would say maybe mostly in my age group, are fine with that. You know, they don't necessarily want a redemption film. That's what I you know, not for nothing, I did enjoy, honestly, this Cruella version It's contemporary spin on the 101 Dalmatians with just the emphasis on Cruella. I liked it, but some people were not hearing it. They were like, no, just leave our villain characters, our beloved villainous characters, alone. That's it. You know, they're just pure evil and that's it. Why do we have to give them a redemption story? I think if done well, I think it's a great time to be had. But not everybody agrees. You know, some people are just kind of stuck in their ways. But nonetheless, this film is available on Disney Plus, and I think it's a perfect film also for the family. In case you know you want to wear it, you want to watch something right before you go trick or treating or before your adult Halloween party kicks off. Play this for the kiddies, and they'll enjoy it. Now let's go on to my next review. Be right back.
Perfect. As usual. His punishment shall not be to die, but to live forever with his guilt.
As what when he is what?
Jump back. Twist the bones and bend the back.
Here to decapit American mystic.
Trim him of his baby.
Here to decapit American mystic.
Give him fur black as black, just
Like this.
come to mommy. Yes. His punishment must be more fulsome, more lingering. Dazzle me, my darling. Let's
Yes, so you've already guessed it by the audio. It is Hocus Pocus, 1993. A fantasy comedy film directed by Kenny Ortega and written by Neil Cuthbert and Mick Garris. The film follows a villainous comedic trio of witches: Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker as JP, and Kathy Nashimi. Again, forgive me. Who are inadvertently resurrected by a teenage boy, Omri Katz, in Salem, Massachusetts, of Halloween night. Now, I wasn't, I'm not gonna say that I had, like, seen it. I had seen bits of it on TV, and I think I had seen it online, maybe certain clips. But to have fully seen the film so that I have a complete, clear consensus of it, no. This was a new experience for me. And I did enjoy it. I think, honestly, again, another family-oriented film. And I think it's perfect for the Halloween season. Very kitschy. And again, just the fact that they have Bette Midler. She's already a comedic genius. I've always loved her. And especially when it comes to her vocal ability. I mean, come on. Since The Rose, she can sing. She was the Gaga and is the Gaga. But she was the Gaga of her day. And yeah, there are instances of her singing in the film too, which is one of my favorite scenes. So let's fast forward to that.
thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you. And now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I ain't lying.
No! Don't listen to them!
Been 300 years, right down to the day. Now the witch is back, and there's hell to pay. I put a spell on you.
Good joke. Happy Halloween. Thanks a lot. No, man, I'm serious. You got your head. You're not kidding. You have fun.
My brew, my tea. Let me take a little small break. And tonight's snack to accompany our witch's brew, M&M's milk chocolate, my favorite. But yes, nonetheless, this was a great film. Really kitschy, really fun for the kiddies. Plenty of candy, plenty of like trick-or-treating and costuming, and it's everything that's fun about Halloween. plus again the magic of magic. Plus also we get to see Gary and Penny Marshall play spouses, even though we knew in real life they were brother and sister, and a very creative duo of siblings. A lot of our beloved films came from that particular family. So, they are no longer with us, but they were an incredible team as brother and sister. And you get to see them, and they play a very funny comedic couple that are like close to divorcing, but he's dressed like Satan. Winifred, who played Bette Midler, she believes that that's her master, the devil. So, because he's in the devil's costume with satin boxer shorts. So I thought that was funny. Nonetheless, and then the cat. Also, we have the cat that was trying to protect them in their journey, which I don't know if that's the same cat that would go on to inspire the shows. What is it, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, who also had her own little cat that would protect her. So, and he also spoke. So I don't know. One genre influences another. Nonetheless, super fun, super cute for the Halloween season. And let's move on to our next witch pick, which is Brew pick. Stay tuned.
What do you think you're doing?
Direct with you as I know how. I thought you might appreciate it. And, anyway, I always like a little pussy after lunch. What do you say?
Are you trying to seduce me?
I wouldn't dream of seducing you, Alexandra. I wouldn't insult your intelligence with anything as trivial as seduction. But, I would love to fuck you.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. Oh my God.
I have to admit that I appreciate your directness, Daryl.
This is a big leap
I will try to
forward.
be
Sorry
as
for the
direct and
cussing.
honest with you as I possibly can be.
I haven't watched this movie in a while.
No, I am positive that you are the most unattractive man I have ever met in my entire life. In the short time we've been together, you have demonstrated
Which is a V-Swick. If you haven't seen it, please see. This is for adults. This is for adults.
You are physically repulsive, intellectually retarded, you're morally reprehensible, vulgar, insensitive, selfish.
These wouldn't fly. These words would not fly
You
today.
have a lousy sense of humor, and you smell. You're not even interesting enough to make me sick.
Would you like to be on the top or the bottom?
Goodbye, Daryl, and thank you for a lovely lunch.
Well, if that's the way you feel about it, that's the way you feel about it.
As the famous scene with Jack Nicholson